All right, we are back now here at the KFYR Plus News Desk. We have got the introductions underway here. I have got with me Verizon Frontline President Maggie Halbach and U.S. Customs and Border Protection Executive Director Josh Goff. Welcome, the both of you. Thank you for joining me here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So let's start with you, Maggie, if we can. What are some of the key findings that we have from this year's survey?
So this is our fourth annual survey. We surveyed over 1,700 first responders. This is the culmination of being able to partner our relationship that we have with 40,000 agencies with these annual insights. Three key insights that we gathered from this year's survey. One, reliable connectivity continues to increase in importance, up from 51% to 65% of first responders feel it's very important. Second insight is the importance of a technology partner to help navigate the landscape and to ensure that solutions are fit for purpose to achieve the mission outcome. And then the third area was our first responders see that 5G is critically important to having the reliable and high bandwidth communications that they need. 66% find 5G very important to achieving their mission outcome.
Josh, how do the agents of the U.S. Customs leverage technology to improve efficiency during both routine and also emergency operations?
Yeah, well, when you start with the mission of Customs and Border Protection, you think about securing U.S. borders, but you also have the trade mission side of things, the processing of people and goods through the ports of entry and through the airports. When you think about how large, global, really, and complex that operation is, your communications capability becomes your lifeblood. And now that the technology is modernized so much, it used to be 20 years ago, you just made a phone call and that's how you coordinated things. Now you've got things like full motion video, you have position data, you have all of this information that's now available to agents, officers, and pilots in CBP that they can now do their mission much more efficiently. And so I'm really excited and looking forward to what industry innovates here in the future.
Maggie, what does the data from this year's survey tell you about what the public safety community is most excited about when it comes to the future of communication technology?
So it used to be in prior surveys, drones and robotics were the big future-looking innovation. This year, 75% of respondents said that AI is going to be important or very important to them over the next 5 years. And you might say, well, what does AI have to do with public safety? Well, you think about the rich data that Josh was just talking about, that video and video coming from a variety of different sources, mapping and situational awareness information. All of that data has to come together and turn into information and then knowledge that dispatch can give to first responders so that not only can that first responder keep themselves safe, but they also can speed the response so that they can keep communities safe.
Josh, what emerging technologies such as 5G and AI hold promise for enhancing first responders' capabilities and also border security?
Yeah, if you want to think about 5G as that's the part that connects all the data, that connects everybody with everybody. The AI technology then would sit on top of that. And what we do is we would apply our context and our meaning to it so that data becomes information, information becomes knowledge. And it's the knowledge that we want to spread. We need to know things. For example, if we deploy to an area that's been hit by a natural disaster, we want to know things really at the speed of mission. So where am I in relation to other first responders? Where do I want to set up my communications capability in this disaster area? Where do the other support units want to go? But I think even more important than that, probably the most important question is, who do I help first? How do I prioritize finite resources as first responders so we can save more lives than we lose? And I really think technology like AI is the next revolution in public safety management.
What initiatives has Verizon Frontline undertaken to ensure seamless communications for those first responders, Maggie?
Yeah, so our Verizon Frontline crisis response team, their sole mission is ensuring that our first responders have that critical communications that they need. Whether it's blue sky planning exercises, and we do a tremendous number of them, and I'm encouraged to see we're doing more of them. But we also do, obviously, dark day response activities, whether it's wildfires out west or hurricanes down in the southeast. It's all about how you show up and how you partner and how you actively listen and create creative solutions to the mission need. We have over 600 deployable assets that range from relatively small solutions in plum cases all the way up to some of our largest equipment with very, very advanced technologies. These solutions are what our mission is to support our first responders.
What emerging threats or challenges require enhanced connectivity and technology solutions, Josh?
That's an interesting question. I think it's constantly evolving. I think it's a matter of the technology having to keep up with the dynamic environment that exists out there. It's ever changing. The landscape is ever changing, and I think it's incumbent upon us to be ready for whatever comes our way, whether it's across the border between a port of entry, whether it's through a port of entry or into an airport. We're collaborating across the U.S. government to understand how these things work, and understand how we can better work together to combat some of these events that are popping up.
And finally, Maggie, are there cybersecurity concerns for first responders? And where can our audience learn more on everything that we talked about today?
I think cyber hygiene is everybody's problem. And so I would just say whether you're a consumer or whether you're a large agency, we all need to be vigilant. And then if you want to learn more, log on to verizon.com/frontline.
Maggie Halbach, Joshua Goff, thank you both so much for your time and some good information there for us today, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, it is 20 past the hour. Let's take our first break here on the KFYR Plus News Desk. We'll be right back with more news next on KFYR Plus.